Good morning and welcome to day 5 of Vlogmas. I'm just drinking some decaf iced coffee here. I showed this on my Instagram story. Look how pretty they spelled my name. Not spelled. They spelled it incorrectly, but look how pretty they wrote my name. If you're wondering why I'm wearing a fleece jacket indoors, it's because it's kind of chilly today. It's really windy and we don't really turn on the heater in the house. So that's why I'm wearing a jacket, because I'm cold. I don't have too much planned today. I'm going to the orthodontist, as you might know if you saw my vlog from yesterday, and I might do some shopping, like some more Christmas shopping, we'll see. But I have been on a roll with my book related videos, or well, if you could call doing 2 videos about books being a roll. And I've been watching a lot of booktubers recently, but I thought that I would share what is on my bookshelf with you guys today. I did share it on my Instagram stories, like when I did that reorganization, so maybe you would have caught that, but if not, then keep watching. So I have 2 main bookshelves. So this one is just a full bookshelf, and this one has 2 shelves there, and then it's a cabinet. So I'll start on this side. So here I have like Christian books. This one my friend gifted to me. Wait, not this one. This one. They're both about women, so I got confused. This one my friend gifted to me recently, so I do want to read that one. Moving on over here, I have learning type of books. A Spanish dictionary, MLA handbook that I used like back in high school, like economy books, like a Spanish learning book. I'm actually really trying to get to a level where I can understand spoken Spanish, because it's really difficult for me, because as you probably know, like Spanish is spoken pretty quickly by a lot of people. So I'm trying to practice listening and speaking as well. So I've been looking for some like Spanish speaking YouTubers. So si sabes de YouTubers que hablan español, dime, por favor. And this is my dissertation that I didn't need to print because I submitted it online, but I wanted to have a physical copy to keep for myself. We'll move down to this next shelf. This has like, it's kind of a mix, but it's mostly food and travel related books. This I haven't read, but my friend recommended it to me, and I had bought this at like a used bookstore a while back. I just haven't been able to get to it, but it just talks about, it just like goes into where animals come from in terms of food. I love this book, Londoners. Actually, I haven't finished yet. I have like this much left to read. And look, I have a little London bookmark. It's just like different stories of people in London from all different walks of life, and it's very interesting. And now moving on to the Harry Potter stuff. I'll get to the pops later, so let's put them. Ah, no! Are you okay, Ron? Let's move those to the side. The 7 books here in the American cover, but I don't have the hard copy of Sorcerer's Stone. This is like the original one that I read, and look how beat up it is. So I have just the paperback of Sorcerer's Stone. And yes, it's called Sorcerer's Stone in America, not Philosopher's Stone. I actually have another copy of the Goblet of Fire. Let me grab it. This one, I think like it was my friend's and they didn't really want it anymore. And I wanted it because my Goblet of Fire looks like this. Yeah. This is just completely just like detached from the book. I don't know what happened to the cover. So this one's very beat up. I keep that on like a bottom shelf here. I'll put it away later. So for display, I have this, even though it's also a bit beat up. Don't know what happened to the cover of this one. The 6th book, this is the like one of the, what is it, in the nicest condition, because I had let someone borrow my 6th book and they lost it or never returned it to me. So I had to, you know, I needed to buy a new one to complete my set. I have my copy of Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, which I didn't really like reading it, but watching the play was amazing. And of course, oh, these are so pretty. These are my illustrated editions of the first 3 books with illustrations by Jim Kay. They're so pretty. I got the first one as a gift from my cousin for my birthday a couple of years ago. So yeah, now I need to collect all of them, of course. For my pops, I keep Hermione here, and this one is Hermione from the Prisoner of Azkaban movie, and you can see she has the time turner necklace, and I have here a time turner keychain that I got from the studio tour in London, so I just keep that there. Then I put Harry in the middle, and that's just number 1, so it's just, you know, original Harry from the Sorcerer's Stone. I have Ron, who, like Hermione, is from the Prisoner of Azkaban movie, and he's holding Scabbers, which I think is cute, even though we know that he's evil. And I have this Bogart as Snape Funko Pop. This one is like a, what is it, Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con exclusive or something like that. But I just think it's so cool. It's so detailed. I love it. I also have my Kindle, which is out of battery right now, and I kind of just decorated with some stickers, and I just keep that there because it's a book too, right? Now moving on to this other full bookshelf. Up here I have some like children's classics, I guess you could say. This I got at like an antique market in London. This I got at Shakespeare and Company in Paris, and you can see, let me find the stamp. So you could see they put a stamp in the used books, or maybe all the books that you buy there, which is really cool. I have my Ender's series books. I lost my Ender's Game and Ender's Shadow copies, so I do want to replace those eventually. And some like fantasy type books, and this is my A Song of Ice and Fire series, so A Game of Thrones should be right here, but I'm reading that right now, so that's why it's not in the case. This one has like classics and like British authors. It's kind of a mix. Yeah, these are like more classics like Dickens and Jane Austen and stuff. Here at the end I have like more poetry and philosophy and those kinds of books. Down here we have some like Shakespeare and Milton. We have a copy of Les Mis, which I have not finished, and then some historical fiction and non-fiction. So we have like The Monuments Men, Diary of Anne Frank, and then some dystopian future novels, so like Animal Farm, Handmaid's Tale. Down to the next one, we have like American fiction, I guess you could say, contemporary, lots of contemporary novels. So I have this book. I also got this at a used bookstore, and my cousin had recommended it to me, and I still need to read it. I have so many books on my list. Whoa, that was a weird noise. I have The Vegetarian, which is what I had talked about in my books I read in 2017 video. I have this book, which I watched the play adaptation in London, and I was really curious how they were going to make this a play, but I really enjoyed that. The Goldfinch was also a book I talked about. Here's that used book I bought just this past week, and just some other novels. Down here, I'm a little like cramped in the corner, but I have like my childhood books basically, so lots of Roald Dahl. I love Roald Dahl so much. I have my Chronicles of Narnia series. Ooh, the Phantom Tollbooth. This one has also been through a lot, just like my Goblet of Fire book. But this is a great young adult novel. One of my favorite books of all time, The Little Prince, and I also happen to have a Korean version, and I've never read it in Korean, but maybe I should try to improve my Korean. A paperback copy of The Half-Blood Prince, which I had initially bought to replace my lost hardcover copy, but I ended up buying a hardcover anyway. This is a really cool thing. This is a pop-up book of Alice in Wonderland, and I got it as a birthday gift back in like middle school because I had a phase when I really liked Alice in Wonderland and I dressed up as her for Halloween in 8th grade. So yeah, it's just so cool. This also kind of opens up. I've never actually read it. I've just like looked through all of the different pop-up pages, but isn't that amazing? That just goes right there because it goes along with the childhood books theme. And down here are just some really old like Korean books that I had since I was a child that I think my grandmother gave to me. I have some like Spanish learning books. So there's my bookshelf tour. Hope that was fun for you. I want to show you one more thing. So I said that The Little Prince is one of my favorite novels, and I have this plate that I painted at Color Me Mine. It's just a place where you pick out a piece of ceramics and then you paint it. And yeah, I just painted this scene from The Little Prince, which I love. Hey, I just got my braces tightened. I got the back brackets removed, and then yeah, got new wires put in on the top and bottom. I also have like a new rubber band on this side that's much tighter than before. So that's a little bit uncomfortable. Everything went well though. I had my impressions taken for my retainer, which if you have ever had braces before, or maybe yeah, braces or Invisalign or whatever, you always have to take like a mold of your teeth, and you obviously need that for the retainer so that it fits into your mouth properly. We did the top mold like 3 times because it just kept messing up, but we finally got it. But if you want me to do a whole video about my entire like orthodontics journey and all of that, then let me know in the comments and I will try to do something like that.
Hi, welcome to Del Taco. How are you today?
Good, thank you. 2 jacked up bean, rice, and cheese burritos, but no cheese.
All right.
And then one small order of fries. Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too.
Between Rent-A-Swag and Sweetums could be mutually beneficial.
I'm really sorry, cutie. The company's laying low right now due to a small mishap.
Ah, yes.
It's the end of the day. I'm just gonna call it a night now, relax. I'm gonna get some reading done. I'm still only 100 pages in. I've been 100 pages in for like a month, so hoping that I can make a bigger dent in this book, but it's really big. I think tomorrow I might film a what I eat in a day video because I don't know, I'm trying to get back into eating healthier because after I was traveling for a month with my mom and then moved back home and have been going like back and forth. I went to Michigan a couple of times. It's been hard to cook my meals. So yeah, I think I might try to cook some stuff tomorrow. We'll see if that happens. So I guess you will find out tomorrow if I end up doing a what I eat in the day. But anyway, thanks so much for watching and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.